Welcome to Module 3. All right, so Module 3 is actually pretty straightforward. You're not even going to have any lied. You're going to have a little bit of homework, but it's not going to be, as emotional or hopefully even thought-provoking. It's going to be this instinctual thing that you just do. This segment might be, I really wish this for you, that this resonates with you, but I really want it to free you. And I'm talking about the non-competition clause. So in my early 20s, I scored a really great job for a huge corporation. I felt very, very blessed and lucky to have this job. It taught me a lot, but I had to go through these contracts and sign this stuff that I was so in over my head. I'm like, okay, well, fake it till you make it. And I'm just going to smile and nod. And oh my God, smartphones weren't even around then. So I couldn't even hide under the table and Google anything. It was pretty scary. I had to go home and wait for my internet to dial up. And then after 45 minutes, the page loaded and I learned what I had just signed. I signed something called a non-competition agreement. It stunk. I thought what I was signing, and I'm not even kidding, because I had to go through all my paperwork quick. I can't believe I'm going to put this on the internet, but I thought I was signing something that would make me have to play nice with my coworkers. I wasn't going to compete too hard with them. I was going to try my best, but be a team player. That's how naive I was. What I was actually signing is saying that should I ever leave the company for any reason, I can't do whatever my skill set was with any one of their clients or anyone in related fields for up to 2 years following my termination of my employment. It's always baffled me why people start with the end in mind, even though I know that it's one of Covey's 7 habits. But I mean, when you're already thinking of the ways that people could screw you over, maybe that's part of the reason why corporations don't work. And it certainly didn't work for me, and my heart was just not in it. But it really got me thinking when I started doing doula work, when I started seeing some of the cross violence and some of the really crummy negative things people were saying about each other on Facebook, I just wanted to scream through my computer, you're all complaining about the same thing. You're saying, well, she does this and they do that, and she charges this and she charges that and this and that. It's just all bullshit. It doesn't matter at all what the other guys were doing. So this is what's being said online. And I know we've all felt that or thought it, even me included. It's definitely crossed my mind at some point. But what I'm actually hearing is, I wish I could do what she's doing. I wonder how she figured this out. How can I make the kind of money she makes? I wonder if her online presence is actually authentic. I wonder how people do this. Yeah, well, of course she can do videos because she has a husband that does videos. But my point is that I don't care what the other people are doing. And that's why my heart's been able to stay so in this work. And by this work, I actually mean the doula work of helping other doulas, not even attending births. I'm talking about you, helping you, feeling like you have a teammate. I came up with this agreement to myself and kind of shared it with the amazing people in the London Doula group. And I said, guys, I want to sign a non-competition clause. And they were like, what are you talking about? Because I just finished this whole spiel about how we have to be different from corporate worlds and we can't keep thinking corporately or else we're going to have corporate type outcomes, which is for me exactly what I don't want out of my life. So I have this little document. It's called the non-competition clause. And all I'm asking you to do is to make the pledge and sign an agreement to yourself that says you are not going to care what the other guy is doing. Unless it's something positive, you're not going to comment about what the other guys are doing. If you have a trusted doula friend and you say, hey, have you seen this and this? A good example, have you seen Gina Kirby's Culture Doula program? It's really great. It's an amazing program when she has all these people come in, blah, 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 blah. It really is a good program, by the way. You can check it out. I'll share the link after this video. By building each other up, we are building the foundation for doula work everywhere. Are there going to be some stinkers? For sure. And there definitely are going to be some people who think you're nuts or that can't let their competitive streak go, which is usually based in fear, maybe even shame, and usually a touch of anger. I don't know. I can't be the only person who've met an angry doula. And we're certainly not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It hurts my ego to say this, but I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. It might be everyone's select brand of weird craft beer. What I'm doing doesn't matter to any other doulas in my area. And what other doulas are doing, it doesn't hinder my success. When we can all wrap our head around the fact that we are exactly what we need to make our own business succeed, and nobody can do exactly what we do and the way we do it because it's such a personal, caring, giving field, you are going to be set free. Those feelings of, well, there's 42 doulas in my city, there can't possibly be a client for me. There absolutely is a client for you. And we're going to talk about how to reach out and grab those clients. Don't actually physically grab them. That's a motivation metaphor. Please don't grab any pregnant people. But we're always going to do it within your set of integrities, within your set of strengths, with those strengths that we listed way back in module 1. We're actually going to talk about how to transfer our strengths and apply them to a non-competition clause. One of the easiest things you can do to break the habit of negative thoughts towards other doulas or what they're doing, blah, 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 unfollow a lot of like Facebook groups if you have to. That's the easiest first step. If you're in a group and you see anything other than constructive criticism and kindness, and above all else, respect, leave the group. It's not going to serve a purpose, and it's going to be like a little Harry Potter Dementor coming to suck the life right out of your mouth. We don't want that. We have enough barriers and boundaries without having to do that. When we can accept the fact that we are all that we need and there's nobody who does what we do, then I want you to go back to your list from last module, and module 2. I want you to go back to your list of things that get in your way, take a big fat red pen or marker, and I want you to cross out every single one that has to do with thinking about what other people say. An example might be, a lot of people think, well, I can't build a website. And I see so-and-so's website and so-and-so's website. She has like videos. She has all this stuff. She has this very interactive type site. You just wasted more time worrying about someone else's site, and not an appreciative way, kind of in a way that was making you feel less than. And you could have just easily Googled free website templates. And there's lots out there. And you can just throw your information up and get it out there. Another barrier to your success that might be competition related or feeling less than other people is never doing the ideas that you came up with. If it's something you can't do on your own, that is then an amazing time to approach local doulas that you might not have met yet or you might know really well and say, hey, I had this idea. How do you think about collaborating and doing it together? When you start building the bridges of connection and foundation, it naturally keeps happening and snowballing. And when you feel confident in your work and you're not coming from a place of insecurity, clients will start coming to you. You're literally putting good out in the world and you will receive it back. I think that's like some type of law of physics with Newton or something. I'm sure of it. But the point is that we put good out to get good back. We are setting the intention by our interactions with our doulas of what we're looking for, of what we want back. So go through that whole list of barriers, boundaries, see what has anything to do with competition. Is a lot of this my insecurities getting in the way? Cross those out. You might be left with more logistics type barriers and boundaries, which is fine because that means, logistically we can solve them. You might be stuck with financial woes. That might be part of the barrier and boundary still on there. And there always is a way that we can deal with that too. I want you to be chill as when it comes to thinking about what other people are doing. I don't care. I see amazing things that other people are doing, and I always make sure to comment, like, share them, and say, hey, look at this. This is super cool. And I've met some amazing, strong people because of doing that. So if you see something you like online, click like, write a comment, tell them what you like about that. I like the way your website has flow. I love the color theme of your website. Your Facebook page is great. Thanks for sharing it. All those kinds of things. That's the way we can support each other. And when you put it out, you get that support back. Guarantee you. Looking forward to seeing you in module 4. Have a good day.